Hello guys, happy Friday. Just gonna adjust this camera. Wait, that's not working. Phew. There we go. Cool, camera's all set. I'm gonna push this button so I can see you guys. And we are ready to go. Good to see you, Yala. If you have questions, by the way, you can write them in the chat and I can read them there. Or if you unmute yourself, I can probably hear you. But I just want to say it's fantastic seeing you all. Thanks for joining me on a Friday. I hope you guys are having a great day. And let's get this party started. So stand up nice and strong. Take your right hand, make a powerful fist. Yeah, okay, so if you can't unmute yourself, just write in the chat. Good. Cover your powerful fist with your wisdom and bow. And let's get this party started. So starting out, shaking out your hands, shaking out your elbows, shaking out your shoulders, shaking out your hips, shaking out your knees, shaking out your butt, shaking it all at once as fast as you can. Good. And then slowly roll your head in a circle one way. And slowly roll your head in a circle going the other way. Good. Now, today I want to do something kind of a little bit different with you. We're going to do kind of like an adventure warm-up. We're on a mission to give an awesome dude a high five. So this is partly in our imagination, but our body should get good exercise. So we're going to start off running. Go find this guy. I hear he lives far away, so we're running through the forest. Running, run. Good, running in place. Good, let's see if we can run a little bit faster now. Woo. Okay, we're doing good. Okay, but now we came to a place where the ground is pretty rocky and pretty crazy. So now we have to hop big rock to big rock. So we're now jumping in a triangle or a square. Jump, 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 jump. Good. Great big hops. Yeah. Use your arms. Swing your arms to help you jump even further. Yeah. Good. And back to running. Nice work with that, guys. Whew. Okay, now we're getting to a place. It's pretty crazy. Looks like it's hard to get through. Lots of things we could bonk our head on. So let's go bear crawl through here. So just hands and feet, just crawling so we don't bonk our heads. Good, you can go in a circle or you can rotate. You can move however you want. Good. And now coming to our butts and let's get in a boat, paddle across the pond. So feet are up and row, row, row your boat gently across the pond. Merrily, 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 merrily. I need to find a better ending to the song. Good. And coming onto your belly. Let's do a little bit of swimming too. Yeah. So lift your feet up, lift your legs up, lift your arms up, and swim. 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 Good. Good job. And coming back to our feet, across the pond. Now we're gonna run. I don't need to see butts. There we go. Try to run. Good, run as we cross the thing. Running faster. Almost there. A little bit faster, almost there. Fast as you can. Good, and we got to this place. We come around the corner. There's this awesome dude standing there. He's got a big smile on his face. Give him a big high five. High five. Good job. We made it. Hopefully you're nice and warmed up and we're ready to keep on going. So now let's start with a few kicks. So high rising heel kicks back and forth. Good. Now with your high rising heel kick, you want your leg to be nice and straight because we're stretching our leg. Leg comes back and forth, nice and straight. You switch legs and try and have your hands up by your face. We're training ourselves to have our hands by our face so we can block and keep our face safe from punches, even while we kick. There you go, Elliot. That looks really good. Nice. And now front snap kicks. Same thing, but now find out those front snap kicks. Good. So your back leg comes up, lifts your knee, and then you kick and back. Good. And fake front snap kicks. Your back knee comes up, you jump and kick with your other leg, and then you put that foot down. You got legs for that. Basically, you jump up and kick. There we go. Good. Do some fake front snap kicks where you jump up and kick. Good. Now you guys are ready for the next level of this. Next level is awesome. Instead of jumping up, jump forward. Make sure you don't kick anything like your TV or your camera. Your back leg comes up with your knee and you hop forward like you're skipping. Like that. So your back knee hops forward and then your other leg kicks. So give that a try. And you got it, you can try with your other leg. Good. You don't have to jump very far for now. Just keep on working on getting better, and you'll do great. Nice work. Okay. And good. And inside outside swing kicks. Yala, I'm kind of jealous. I wish I was on the beach right now. Good. And other leg. Inside outside swing kicks. Oh. So you're making a circle to the inside and then a circle to the outside. Circle to the inside, circle to the outside. Good. And run it in place. Good. Okay. Good work with that, guys. Now, we are going to play a game called Simon Says. Simon is going to tell you to do things. If he tells you to do things, do them. If I tell you to do things, don't do them. If I trick you, 3 jumping jacks. So, get ready. Simon says, right leg back, jump, hey. Good. Simon says, jab crosses. Good. And bob weave. Oh, if you're doing bob weaves, I tricked you. Simon didn't tell you to do just bob weaves. Good try. So 3 jumping jacks if I tricked you. Good. And Simon says, hooks. Hook, 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 hook. Sha. Powerful hit. Hooks, turn your body into them. Bam, 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 bam. Please be very careful, Artyom. I don't want you to fall off there. That would be dangerous. Good. And Simon says bouncing up and down like a Mexican jumping bean. Good. And Simon says bounce in a circle one way. Simon says bounce in a circle the other way. Good. And flap your wings like a chicken. Oh, I didn't trick you guys. Nice. Good job. Okay. Simon says, let's see. Simon says V-stepping. Good. Try and keep those hands up while you V-step. Or Simon says try and keep your hands up while you V-step. Yeah, those are looking really good, Elliot. Nice. I'm sure your name's not Lisa, but good job. It's looking great. Nice. Good work, guys. Okay, Simon says butt on the ground. And Simon says wave your legs in the air. Simon says wave your arms in the air. Simon says wave them all in the air like you just don't care. Good. And Simon says hug your legs. Good. And back break falls, go. Now, if you're doing back break falls, I tricked you. That's 3 jumping jacks. So hop up, do 3 jumping jacks, and then come right back with us. Everybody else, let's do a rock and roll. So rolling back and forth. It is actually, Simon says, let's do a rock and roll. So everybody rolling back and forth in a circle. Boom, boom. And Simon says, roll the other way. Good. And Simon says, balancing position. For this position, your feet point up. Try and get your legs straight. There you go. Nice work. Simon says, really try and lift your butt into the air with this. You want your butt off the ground. Pretty good try, guys. Some of you got it. Some of you really don't. That's okay. Good. And Simon says, lying on your back. Good. And Simon says, log roll. Simon says, log roll the other way. Simon says, log roll again. Good. And Simon says, sit up. Good job, guys. Now, Simon says, back break balls. Good. And now, try and float into the air. Now, remember, Simon says, didn't tell you to do that. It's basically impossible to float, but good try. I like that you guys tried that. Okay. And so, Simon says, we're done playing. Simon says, great work, guys. Good job with that. So now, you guys can grab a stick. So grab your stick, and let's do this. Nice, Emmett, good stick. Once you're ready, you can stand up and start to do the figure 8. Shoo, 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 shoo. Yeah, good. Our challenge, it works way better if you stand up. So now, we're here, and take your arm that has the sword, or the stick, or the weapon, and that leg should be in front. So one leg is back, the weapon leg, the weapon side leg is in front. Good, and a few more figure 8s. Looking pretty good, don't hit anyone beside you. Feel free to make sound effects. I love sound effects with stick. Good, and now from here, let's do the 9 angles. So with our 9 angles, the first one, we swing across and down. Boom. Good, and the second we come right back up. Shoo! So give that a try. 1, boom. 2, boom. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good, we're gonna skip 3 and 4. 5 is stab. 5, stab. 5, stab. 5, stab. Good, 6 is hit across. 7 is hit back. 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. Good, remember, the most important thing is you do it well, so don't worry about swinging so the camera can see. I'd rather have you stand in a good stance and swing across your bodies with your best stance. Really good job, guys. Good, and now 8 and 9. 8 is down, whoosha. 9 is up, whoosha. 8, 9, 8, 9, 8, 9, 8, 9. Good job, guys. Very, very nice work. Okay, now from here, let's do a little bit of shadow boxing. So I want you guys to fight imaginary bad guys, but now you can use your sword. Remember, you can block their hits with your sword. You can also whack them back. So fighting imaginary bad guys, ready, set, go! Ten more seconds. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna beat any bad guys. Really get into it. Think about your moves. You can also do things like kick and punch and block and hit. So you can be creative. And look, you've even got a bad guy there. I'm just joking. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good job, guys. Okay, nice work with that. So now you can take your sticks and put your sticks to the side. And we're going to practice a little bit of movement. You guys know this game. If I swing at your head, you are going to duck. If I swing at your feet, you guys are going to jump, knees to chest. If I go to stab you in the belly, you guys can open the door. And if I go to cut you in half, you guys can open the door just like that. So get ready to play. Beat the child with a stick. So here we go. And duck. Whoosh. Duck. Whoosh. Duck. Whoosh. Goose. Honk, 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 honk. And jump. And jump. And double fancy one. Jump, jump. Oh, good. And open the door. And duck. And open the door. And jump. 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 And open the door. And duck. Whoa. Good work, guys. Okay, so now I want you guys to look for openings. If you see me hit and then leave my back exposed, I want you guys to give me a big front snap kick to the butt. So get ready. Here we go. And duck. Duck. And jump. Oh no. Boom. Oh. Good kick. Okay, and again. Jump. Open the door. Duck. Duck. No. Boom. Yeah. Wow, good kick. Open the door. Open the door. And jump. Jump. Duck. Jump. Duck. Jump. Duck. Jump. Woo. Boom. Just joking, guys, and you won. Well played. Good job with that game. We're done with that for now. Whew. Okay, let me just check my list. Okay, good job, guys. Now, if you have a ball or two balls, please quickly grab your ball or two balls. Good. Now, once you have your ball, now it can just be balled up socks. It doesn't have to be a real ball, but if you have balls like, I don't know if Les is your real name, but if you have balls, those are perfect. Once you have your ball, just throw it up and catch it in one hand. So take one ball, throw it up and catch it in one hand. Now, the trick for this is to focus on the throw. This is the most important part of juggling and really a lot of catching and throwing. So you just want to focus on throwing it so it lands in your hand. It's kind of a little bit hard to see on my screen, but you can see I want to throw it so I barely have to move my hand. Right? If I throw it crazy to the side, I have to move my hand a lot to try and catch it, and it's hard. So I want to practice throwing so it lands right in my hand. Good. Then I bring my other hand up, and now I want to try and throw to my other hand. Boom. And practice the throw, because the less you have to move your hand to catch it, the better the throw. Oh my goodness. Arjan, you have so many socks. You're ready for anything. Boom. Perfect. Those are great. Okay. So practice a little bit more. Boom. 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 And now we can try some epic challenges. So you can take your ball and you can bounce it off your knee and catch it. So the ball is up, you bounce it off your knee and catch. Good. Next epic challenge. Lift up your knee nice and high. Take your hand to the ball, put it under your leg, throw and catch with your other hand. And then you can go the other way. Yeah, yeah. And today's ultimate challenge, take the ball, put it on your leg, throw it up, and catch it with the same hand. Whoa! Yeah! Whoa! Yeah! Ah. Okay, good job, guys. Now, hopefully you guys had a ball. If you didn't, that's okay. You know, this is stuff you can practice a different time with a ball. If you just watched it and you learned it today, that's totally fine. So anyway, guys, good to work with that. And now if you have balls, you can put them away. Choo! That is a perfect baller jump. Okay, so now let's do this, guys. Actually, yeah, no, we're good. So everyone, let's stand up nice and strong. Choo, for Mokto. Good, with focus, with intensity. And sure. Chariot. Kanye Ki. Mokto Jambi. Kneeling gently down onto our knees. Good. And Mokto Shishak. Eyes closed, spine tall. Breathe. And Mokto Baro, eyes open, standing up. Good. Now, here's the secret, guys. The pant slap that we're about to do is actually something that helps us wake up after Mokto. So it's always really good to do a good, strong pant slap. So get ready and sure. Now here we go. Chariot. Kanye Ki. Good job. And hands to heart. And coming up and wishing me and the rest of our awesome little ninja class love and happiness. Namaste. Cool. And wishing your loved ones out there in the world, wherever they are, love and happiness. Namaste. Cool. Well, guys, thank you for joining me on your Friday. It's a real pleasure getting to teach you guys. Hope you had a good class. And now let's talk about a quick Coach's Corner. I want to tell you guys a story. Boom. Now, this is the story of Jean-Claude, the flying squirrel. Now, Jean-Claude, the flying squirrel, lived in a forest with his animal friends. And every day they liked to do lots of fun things. They would play games and swim in the river and safely in the river where it wasn't too fast. And they would roast marshmallows and have a great time. But they also had chores because they had to make sure that they had enough food to eat, that they had houses and all that kind of stuff. So every different animal would do some of their chores. And they knew when they had their chores and they would do them. Now, Jean-Claude the flying squirrel was this awesome little squirrel with his own airplane. And he loved to fly around the jungle. And because he could fly around the jungle, the other animals gave him a very important, or a job he was very good at. And that was to clean up all the leaves. Because he could travel around the jungle really fast, and he could put some leaves in his, bags of leaves in his plane and fly them to the place to get rid of the leaves. And it all worked great. So Jean-Claude the flying squirrel would hop in his plane when the leaves were building up on the ground in the fall, and he would zoom around and clean up all the leaves. But this went on, and after a couple of years, he's like, you know what? I was made for greater things than this. I was made to soar through the air, not clean up leaves. And he decided that cleaning up leaves was too boring, and he wanted a more important job. So he decided to go around the jungle and find a more important job. So he started actually flying around the jungle, in his little plane, and he saw his friend Nozzles, the elephant. And he landed beside Nozzles, and he hopped out and he said, Nozzles, I am here to help you. And he goes to help Nozzles. But Nozzles' chore was hauling big buckets of water from the river so that the town would have lots of water. Now these were big buckets that even I couldn't, well, I could barely lift them. I could like shake them, but I couldn't pick them up. They're so big only an elephant could lift them. And Nozzles is carrying these huge buckets. And Jean-Claude is like, Nozzles, I want to help you. Let me carry the bucket. And he runs up. He starts trying to grab the bucket, but he can't really move the bucket.
And Nozels is like, Jean-Claude, get out of the way. You're going to get squished. And Jean-Claude is trying to help and lift, and Nozels is trying not to hurt him. And it's this big thing, and eventually Jean-Claude falls right into the bucket. Sploosh! And he comes out all wet and just like dripping water, and all his fur is down. And Nozels is like, Jean-Claude, I appreciate that you're trying to help, but I don't think this is the right job for you. And Jean-Claude kind of walks away back to his airplane, and he soars off to find a new job. And he sees Gruffy the bear, and he lands his plane near Gruffy the bear. And Gruffy the bear is fixing some people's houses. He's there with his power drill, bzz, 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 drilling some things in place. And Jean-Claude the flying squirrel is like, Nozzles, I will help you fix this house. And he grabbed a power drill, and he put it in the hole, and he pushed the trigger. And instead of it turning around and screwing into the wall, it sent Jean-Claude in a circle around the power drill because he wasn't big enough to hold the power drill. And he's going around a circle, and he flies off. And he lands in a great big pile of leaves. And he's like, oh, good thing these leaves were here to break my fall. And Gruffy was like, yeah, there's leaves everywhere these days. And Jean-Claude gets up. He's still kind of dizzy, and he wanders his way back to the plane. And once he stops being dizzy, he flies off to find more people to help. So he's flying around in his plane trying to find people to help, but he can't find anyone. All he sees is leaves. Leaves, leaves, leaves everywhere. And he's like, wow, there's just too many leaves to find anyone. You know, it all looks like leaves all over the place. So eventually he goes back to try and find Nozzles, and he can't find Nozzles. He lands his plane, and he gets on his plane to call out for Nozzles, and he goes up to the top of a big hill, and he's like, Nozzles, Nozzles, where are you? And the big pile of leaves starts to shake. He says, I'm under these leaves, Jean-Claude. And Nozzles says, ah, Nozzles, you've turned into a big pile of leaves. But what had actually happened was that Nozzles had gotten buried in leaves, and leaves had collected everywhere. And what Nozzles told him was that leaves were building up all over the jungle. And then he said, do you know whose job it was to clean up the leaves? And Jean-Claude was like, yeah, whoever didn't clean up the leaves. I said, whoops. And he realized it was his job to clean up the leaves, and he hadn't been doing his job because he didn't think it was important. So he realized, well, he knew what to do, but he realized it was really important. So he zoomed home, he dug through the leaves, he found his house, he went in, he got all his leaf cleaning equipment, and he quickly zoomed through the jungle and cleaned up all the leaves and put them all in the great big leaf compost area. And then the jungle was better. And Jean-Claude learned a very important lesson. It's very important to do our responsibilities first before we try and figure out other great responsibilities we can do. It's really good to try and change the world or to do things that are really important, but it's also really, really important to make sure that we're doing the things that are important, that are our jobs to do. For example, it's our jobs to try and be healthy, and to maybe you guys have some chores at your house. You know, parents have jobs like pay the bills and make sure their kids are fed. And we all have these jobs that are important for us to do. And if we do those jobs really well, we get better and better at these things. And then in time, we can do bigger and bigger jobs and make bigger and bigger difference to the world. But it's really good to start with our responsibilities and get good at them. So maybe your responsibility is to make your bed or keep your room clean or whatever it is. But if you practice that, you'll get better and better at being responsible. And then over time, you'll get cooler and cooler jobs you can do. And yeah, so anyway, that's the lesson for today. I hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic day. I love telling this story, and I will see you guys next week. Fare thee well.